Hello everybody, welcome to Spark Chris Inspiration. Happy Saturday and Sunday, having a great weekend so far. I'm gonna tell you guys, I woke up and I was waylaid by some kind of weird, you know how you get, I don't even know really what it is. It's almost like sinus kind of stuffiness and your muscles are, and you just feel like tired. It took me like 2 hours to rally and get my act together, and I had all these plans for the day of, going out playing volleyball, helping Ian with his dinner that he liked, all of these things. And it was so wonderful because right away, the first thing I heard my intuition say is just slow down and take care of yourself. You don't need to get up and rush and do things for others and, be productive the second you open your eyes. Just relax. And I felt like the more I relaxed and knew that I could do whatever I wanted and care for myself, the better I started to feel right away. So let's do that. Take the tension out of our lives when we feel like we have to, or we feel obligated to work, clean, do whatever. And I've got to say that the guys really rallied up too, because I said to Hagen, listen, we really got to vacuum up all this stuff. We had a potato chip jumpage while we were watching Practical Jokers last night, so the living room was a mess. He vacuumed, he started cleaning, Ian started cooking, and they just got everything together and really helpful. So we need to also remember to ask for help when we need it, so we don't burn ourselves out, because I was afraid. I was like, is this, because I felt like it might go into like a full-blown flu, and I didn't want to. Oftentimes that's the thing too, when we push ourselves when we're not feeling well, we can exacerbate it. So by letting yourself kind of take it easy and ease into the day, that's very helpful. And I found one of my favorite decks that I hadn't used in a while, the beautiful dragon deck. So let's see what some of their messages are. And then I'm going to pull some tarot from my gorgeous Burberry tarot, and we're going to see how it kind of illustrates what these are saying. So when we think and we know Thor's red, black and gold dragon, I love the symbolism of something that protects us in time of change. And this is a huge time of change. We are transitioning back into a more social arrangement. People are going back to work, going back to school in different ways. Spring is here. That's a whole different kind of like happy enlistment, right, for us. We get to go out, we get to garden and do things, and weddings, graduations, all these beautiful things are taking place. It's a time for rapid transition and transformation. But we have to know we're safe, because sometimes the unknown can be a little scary, right? So here we have the silver lunar dragon energy that bathes you in divine feminine light, which makes us slow down, caretake, be willing to listen to our intuition more, come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation, expanding our causal chakra. To me, this means just be much more in the flow of things, letting go of judgment, critical thinking, trying to have anything our way. This is taking in the collective accountancy of how everyone feels. Like, I have to do this too, because if I don't feel well, it's very easy to harken back to selfish behaviors. Like, I'm not helping doing that. I don't need to. Like, what's normally also can be a pleasure can seem like a burden if we're doing it for somebody else and we're not feeling our own self. So a cool way to make it a pleasure again is to re-enlist the envisionment process of the last time you didn't had a good time doing it. Like, I love prepping and cooking and stuff with the family, but I have to have the bandwidth for it, and the energy, and feel good. So it's being careful not to burn yourself off in one endeavor, so you're then feeling like there's a shortage when the time comes, especially if it's a physical engagement. You're going for a walk, you're playing a sport, you're doing something like that. Oh, nice. Look at these all major arcanas here. Loving this. Wow. This is everything, you guys, and the Magician. So we have all this stuff. This is just powerful energy, seeing you through, you feeling strong, you're feeling like you have the courage of your convictions. You're able to do whatever you want. This is real mind power. And we have to remember, we are the magicians. We are the person that's going to make the alchemy take place, that is going to motivate us to do the things that are best for us, make us feel good, travel in that direction, have things come quickly, and just having the right balance of things. And that's something I'm really big on lately, is saying, okay, does this thing that you're about to participate in get you excited for life? Does it have meaning? Do you feel like it's part of your purpose? Do you have a drive for it? Do you have a passion? Or do you need to just kind of, is it dead wood? It needs to fall away. It's something you've just done over and over. So it's habitual, but it's not going to help you in some way. So I have to remember that. I love this. See? All of these cards culminate in helping us clear our pathway. Trust that we're being protected, walking on this path of light, knowing that things are suggested to us quietly, And oftentimes they seem kind of neutral, right? Like the universe is just suggestion. Maybe you should go for a walk. Maybe you should cook this healthy meal. Maybe you should do this and that. And then feel it and say, is this something that's kind of like gelling with me right now? Is this energy good? Do I have the energy? And how will I feel after this event? That's the one big question I always ask. If I eat this, am I going to feel unwell after? If I spend all this money on meaningless stuff, am I going to feel then devoid of healthy income that I might need later? Always question something, but don't go to the point where you get that Ten of Swords moment where you're inundated with too much. I just call it choice exhaustion, because I don't like to put too much in front of me. I'll say I'm going to do one, two, three things. I'm going to make sure these are done the day. I'm going to spend time with my family. I'm going to make sure my videos are done, and I'm going to connect with clients and see what needs doing. Everything else is gravy, all the extra sports, all the creativity, if I'm making jewelry. Because I remember one day I was like, I have to go to the post office, and it was over 8 packages that had to be delivered. There was a lot of stuff going on. Some of the pieces needed finishing up. They need to be wrapped really well because I didn't want the crystals chipping. And I literally almost talked myself out of doing anything because I exhausted myself in over processing what needed to be done for each of these. So instead of just going, just make sure these packages are out, put everything in front of you, wrap them. That's the whole process of simplification that helps us. Don't overcomplicate and make everything be a 20-step process when it can be a 2-step process. That way we clear the path through, simple thinking. What needs doing first? Sometimes when we do our most difficult task, if we have an email, we have to have a conversation with someone that might be difficult, a family member, whatever we don't want to do first. When we check that off our list, everything else seems really easy because we did the most difficult thing first. And when we do that, everything else that we traverse is definitely, we not only feel more confident and competent because we did that which was going to give us the most grief first. So we realized, okay, everything else way easier, right? And through that process, just moving through and feeling good about our day, and also connecting to things that give us beautiful, lighthearted energy. I love this. Open your heart to a warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. That always happens the best for me through humor and laughter, because I get on my best vibration and I don't think of anything negative when I'm laughing and watching things that are funny and warm and enlightening. Like I love all the feel good news movements over on IG too. When your heart and head is in a place of love and receptivity and balance and flow, you're not negative. You're not emitting competitiveness, judgment, criticism, doubt, fear, or any of those low vibrations, because you just feel good and you feel up. And then you start yearning for more of that. So you create your reality being this warm receptor of all these good things, and knowing that even in some of the struggles, the good is hidden, lessons are hidden. If everything came to us was with ease and nothing was a challenge, we wouldn't honor and have reverence for it, right? Like if we just were able to show up at a company and pick up our paycheck, and it's like we wouldn't value money like we do because we work hard for it. Same thing with relationships when we work on it and communicate. And all the authors are always talking about this, that whoever puts in the most time, effort, and reverence towards someone, in the courtship process, the more attached they become and the more the outcome matters to them because they've invested. It's called heart investment, because you've invested your heart, your time, and all of that. When the other person, if they're just receiving everything, or like, thank you for always picking me up, taking me out, paying for it, planning everything, that other person did all the investing, so the relationship has more importance to them. Where if you're just always there taking, that's why we have to be careful givers of the universe, that you're not just giving your time, giving your resources, and it's not one-sided, because your investment is much richer and deeper than the other person. So that's why we're always seeking balance in all of these things, right? Same thing for leisure time and work time. If we're always, thinking that leisure is much more important than being productive, it's like there's a disbalance in that. But again, we have to be careful not to drive ourselves to the point where we're exhausted or overloaded either. We want this light, fun interpretation of our days. So even when we go into work, or we're doing whatever our vocation is, that it has this lovely energy about it, and we're looking forward to raising the bar on it and polishing it up and making it brighter, nicer, and You know, I relate this kind of to craftsmanship. Like if you're going to make something, make it really awesome. If you're going to, time is time. So why aren't we putting in the effort in anything? Is somebody speaking to us, listening while having a good conversation, making something, and craftsmanship in anything. That's why I'm always blown away when you see people, even at a sandwich shop where you know they don't want to be there. You can tell the people that are like, I'm at least going to put effort and love in this and make it nice, right? And then you get those sandwiches that are 99% lettuce and everything's falling all over the place. It's something as simple as that, right? When you're just feeling like your time, you'd rather be doing something else, that comes through in anything you're crafting. So if you have full present awareness to that person speaking to you, that piece of jewelry you're making, that it could be that wall you're building, that painting you're painting, it will come out entirely different because you are giving it present moment awareness and focus. And you'll see all the little nuances that make things special and beautiful with that concerted effort that goes into that. And why not have that in every area of our life so things are enhanced and beautiful, right? So that is our daily pop, you guys. Love and light.